Jean Elaine Grey Summers first appeared in X-Men number 1, July 1963. Jean Grey's potential had always been her greatest obstacle. As an Omega level mutant, she is thought to have unlimited potential, making her both incredibly powerful and incredibly dangerous. As a young girl, Jean's powers were awoken when she tragically witnessed her best friend die after being hit by a car. This trauma caused her powers to manifest at only 10 years old. These new powers were far too much for Jean to handle, and she secluded herself to try and protect her sanity, as hearing everyone's thoughts and feeling everyone's feelings was far too much for her. Eventually, her parents were referred to Professor Charles Xavier, who came to visit them. During this visit, he revealed to Jean using his telepathy that he was also a mutant, and that she need not fear. He placed mental barriers in her mind to limit her power until she was mature enough to handle that power. He would go on to mentor Jean, and even asked for her help in calibrating Cerebro, a device that would allow him to amplify his powers and locate other mutants. After a few more years, Xavier was able to convince Jean's parents to enroll her into his new school for gifted youngsters, where she would train alongside other mutants secretly to help form the first X-Men team, alongside Cyclops, Iceman, Angel, and Beast. Jean's potential has led to much hardship, as she's always been hunted down by many entities for their own purposes, most famously the Phoenix Force, a cosmic entity of awesome power. The Phoenix Force is one of the oldest cosmic powers and is a manifestation of life and death. As a phoenix dies and is reborn, so does the universe and everything within it. This is the source of the Phoenix Force's power. The Phoenix Force was drawn to Jean because of her own psychic abilities and ability to maintain the Phoenix Force. Having saved Jean from near certain death and leaving her in a pod to heal, Phoenix took over Jean's place in the team. Having her memories, however, now led to the Phoenix Force having to deal with human emotions like jealousy. This led to her becoming vulnerable. This vulnerability was taken advantage of by the evil mastermind and the Hellfire Club. Having eventually been broken out of this spell by the X-Men, the Phoenix had been so corrupted by the human experience, they became Dark Phoenix. Whereas Phoenix was a beacon of light and life, Dark Phoenix was the inverse. Alongside the help of the X-Men, Phoenix was once again able to regain control, but to stop herself from turning again, she atomized herself, leaving the X-Men to believe Jean dead. Scott, now believing his love to be dead, couldn't believe it when he met someone so similar. Sadly, it was Madeline Pryor, a clone created by Mr. Sinister, who had been mistakenly granted life by the Phoenix Force upon its death, as Madeline was a genetic clone of Jean. She would go on to marry Scott and give birth to their son, Nathan Christopher Charles Summers, aka Cable.